Okay, we'll get started then. This technical miracle here, I guess. Our main topic today is tech equipment and buying. We are attempting to do this both in person at 3M and by telephone or telephone Teams meeting here. Uh, if you are attending by the Teams meeting, you can mute your audio and turn off your video. And if you do have a question, hold it to the end. And you can also put stuff in the chat. A handout is out on the PC Club website. The agenda will first cover a few club status items, and then we'll get to our main topic. Future meeting, there is a MaxSig meeting coming up this Friday, November 18th at 11:30. The agenda currently isn't set. And then our next Q&A, online Q&A, is December 6th. And our next presentation in December is December 21st, and that'll be on why are my devices slow. We'll talk about tips to diagnose and speed up your devices, laptops, desktops, smartphones, and tablets there. Officers, Jim Holman is our president, Linda is our vice president, Paul Ebert is our membership secretary, Paula is our treasurer, Chuck is our recording secretary, Mike leads the MaxSig, Andrew is our communication coordinator, I'm a director at large, and usually we've got volunteers to help us, and picture from the last time we all got together for the picnic there. Members old and new, dues do go to Paul, but since we've been doing things virtually, you'll get a notification from Paul when your membership is up, and we don't have everybody expiring the same date, so every month there's different people whose membership expires. But also a reminder, if you are changing emails, if you're retiring or leaving 3M, make sure and get us your email, because that's the way we notify and send out these notices to everybody. If you do have suggestions for topics, you can email your ideas for topics, and you can also talk to any of the board members. We're always looking for people to volunteer to present on hardware or software, maybe something that you use at work or at home. And if you don't want to present, we do have a monthly newsletter. You can write a short or a long article. Out on our website, we do try and publish the past meetings and slides with handouts and recordings where possible. We also have a deals section out there, and we have that monthly newsletter. And the link to that is sent in all the emails that we send out. We will be sending out our annual survey. That'll be going out probably in the next week or two. And we'll ask that if you can fill it out and fill it out by December 22nd. We use it to make important decisions, figuring out what's the most popular topics for the club. Let's go back here. The topics for the club and what presentations to cover there. So if you do have the time there, please fill it out when we send it out. Okay, our main topic today is the tech equipment buying. For those that are attending in person, I wished I was there. Unfortunately, I have another commitment, so I couldn't make it out to 3M and get back for my other commitment. So I'm doing this remotely, and I envy those that are there. Hopefully the pizza's good. I think the little oven makes really good pizza there, and I wish I was there. The people that are dialing in like myself, we'll just get a virtual pizza. We won't get any pizza. So you're the lucky ones if you were able to attend there. So our main topic today is tech equipment buying. This is usually our annual topic and pizza meeting there. The last 2 years have presented some unique challenges with shortages in some products and computer chips. It's also tricky to know when to shop, Most retailers have already kicked off their holiday sales. Consumers have to decide whether to buy early or to make sure that they get the items that they want, or hold off in hopes of getting a better deal. There's many deals out there masquerading as fantastic bargains, and most of those, some aren't quite as good as they look, and it's easy to be fooled by all this hype and pre-Black Friday and all these sales that are going on now. Hopefully this information will help you a little bit. First thing we'll talk about is some of the most popular sites. And these are the 5 most popular sites for shopping. And this has remained pretty constant over the years. We've got Amazon at number 1, Target at number 2, Newegg at number 3, Best Buy at number 4, and Walmart at number 5. So if you're looking to buy anything, these are the 5 top places that I usually check and see what their prices are. And if one is out of something, hopefully the other one isn't there. This is information from the 3M Club survey from last year. And in there, we ask where people buy their equipment. And matching up with some of the results nationwide, as we do have Best Buy as the number 1 site or company that we buy from. Amazon is number 2. Target is number 3. Apple Store, Costco, Walmart, Office Max, eBay, Office Depot. So this gives you a little idea of where. The only thing that's a little surprising is Newegg rates down here pretty low, whereas in nationwide, a lot more people are buying from Newegg than what our membership base usually does. Also, I mentioned we do have our club website, and there is a link out to the site. If you go out to the site, you'll see there's a deal section. It lists a number of companies and potentially their plans, or a link to their plans, or the discount information to create an account. And so we list a number of different companies and that over the years that we have relationships with. A little disclaimer, and we also list discount codes and tips and rebates out there on some of the stuff. Little disclaimer, the 3M does not endorse these companies, nor do they, the IT helpline does not support anything that's sold off of these companies. So it is just a link that you can choose to use or not use. Also, a little disclaimer, check around the prices, because the prices in these links may or may not be the best price around. Certainly, there can be better deals out there, and look before you buy anything. Okay, some tips. The first tip is start early. Deals are kicking off earlier and earlier, but also because hot products may sell out quickly, or you fail to arrive at your doorstep on time with shipping delays or things like that. So be flexible because there's limited stock out there in some of these items. The main point, it used to be if you wanted the best deals, you waited until Black Friday after Thanksgiving there, and you went to the store. Maybe it opened at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning, or you had to get in line. That was the only way to get the best deals there. Now that's all changed. The best deals are mainly online. So skip the in-store sales and shop online. Retails offer more promotions online than they do in the stores. Most online stores now offer free delivery, so you don't even have to be an Amazon Prime member. If it's over a $25 sale or so, you get free delivery. Also, sites like Best Buy and Target, if you don't want it shipped to you because you're afraid somebody might steal it or it might get damaged or you just don't want to wait quite as long, you can have it shipped to the store or get curbside pickup. As an example, I live in Highland Park in St. Paul. We have a little mini Target store here, but I can order anything that Target has and I can usually get it within a matter of hours shipped to the little mini Target here, and I can pick it up or do curbside pickup there. So it's very convenient. The bigger the item or more complex it is, uh, go to the store and see something in person before you buy. This is especially true of items like TVs. Check out the viewing angle, check out the remote, check out how exactly it looks and what options you have there. And that's true of monitors and laptops and keyboards. Check it out in the store and see if things look good there. Then you can go back to your house and you can do some price searching and decide where's the best place to buy it. But now you aren't going to be surprised if you order something and it doesn't quite look the way that you thought it would look, or the keyboard isn't as doesn't feel real solid, or the display is kind of weak. So try it out. There's lots of websites and apps that you can use to check how good the deals really are. There's things like Google Shopping, Price Grabber, and Shopzilla are probably the top, some of the top ones there. When you're in a store, there's also smartphone apps such as BuyVia, Shopkick, ShopSavvy, and Shopular that let you scan barcodes on the boxes or a QR code to compare prices or to get discounts or score coupons. There's also, with Black Friday coming up, there's websites out there. I recommend bestblackfriday.com or New Deals or the blackfriday.com or Deals Plus, Black Friday FM, and Got a Deal. All of these will accumulate the best sales and list things out there. You can also usually sign up for deal alerts, which you can usually filter by a product category. So if you're interested in buying a TV or a laptop, you can have it notify you when these items come up. Another thing that I recommend is an extension, a browser extension called Camel, or you can go to the website camelcamel.com, and let's go out there quickly here. So this is the website, Camel. What you can do here is it works very good for Amazon products and things like that, but it also works for a lot of other things. We'll search for Amazon Dot, just as an example here, and let me get the results back. And so here's the searching. This is the item I'm interested in buying. And if I click on this item, well, right away I can get some deals. The Amazon price, current price is $39.99. Third party, they don't have it. Third party used prices, $16.50. But let's go and get some more detail on this particular item. The nice thing about Camel here is this will show you graphically the price over the last 6 months here, or I can even go for the whole year or things like that, but I can change what it's looking for. This shows you the price history of what Amazon has been charging for this particular item over the last 6 months. So depending on when you bought it, you would have paid anywhere from a low of $17.99 to up to $49.99. Well, I don't know about you, but I would prefer spending $17.99 to $49.99. So knowing what the lowest price that Amazon has sold it for, if it's not currently what you want, maybe you just have to wait a week or 2 weeks or till Black Friday or that to get the price that you want. But you can see the history of it going up and down. You can also check out third-party sites, and it'll have statistics on what some of the prices have been there, and if it's been for sale as a used or a reconditioned item, you'll see the prices there. So this is saying like used or reconditioned, $13.49. It's gone as low as $13.49. So camel, 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 whether as an extension to your browser or going out to the site, you can search for any item that you're looking for: TVs, laptops, stereos, just about anything in the world. Also, another one is popular one is called Honey, Honey. It's also an extension. It can show you the price history, and you can also set price alerts. So if the price of Amazon out there on is currently $39.99, and I don't want to pay that, I'd prefer the $17.99. I can tell Camel, Camel, Camel to notify me when the price goes down to $17.99. So a lot of power, a lot of information there. Another tip is sign up for the loyalty programs. Many stores or sites have programs that grant members early access to coupons, sales, and promotions. They may have free shipping, and or let you earn rewards points on the things that you buy. So by all means, if they do have a loyalty program, sign up for that. Another thing, get social. So if you're looking at a particular company or that you buy from, Target, Walmart, Amazon or that, follow their Facebook, their Instagram, and Twitter feeds. You'll get information there on exclusive deals and promotions and early access to some of their sales. I mentioned here, create a budget and stick to it. Do your best to resist impulse buying. Sometimes you see these great deals out there for products that you had no intention of buying, but the price is so good that you go, maybe I should buy it. Well, again, stick to your budget. Know what you can afford and can't afford. Also, check out the store policies or the site's policies in advance. It's always good to know if a store does price matching and what their return policy is. As an example, Target has already announced that shoppers buying anything from October 10th through December 24th will be able to request a price adjustment if the price drops later in the season. So Target has a sale on it later in the season. You can get the difference between what you paid and what that lower price was. Target also says that it will continue its policy on matching selected competitors' pricing within 14 days of a customer's purchase. So again, be aware of what their policy is, which sites or competitors they do support. Do you have to bring in an ad? Can you show it online? Figure out what it is if that's something that interests you. Just another one, add items to your shopping cart if they have a price that you like. This way you can easily easily find the item. If you do check on several other sites and have to go back, you can go back to your shopping cart. Then go and check the other retailers, see what their prices are or if there's any special. But just be aware, putting an item in your shopping cart doesn't reserve it. So you haven't reserved an item. If suddenly that item goes out of stock or is back ordered, the mere fact that you placed it in your shopping cart does not reserve it for you. You can always do Google searches for reviews. So by all means, if you're looking to buy, let's say, a new tablet, you can always search for best tablet review and see what's out there. I mentioned here, use the links to learn about the products that are some of the things that are good, the bad, and some of the options that they may have. But I don't recommend clicking on ad sponsors links. And ad sponsors links, if you're not familiar in a Google search, they all begin with AD. So be aware that some company is paying to have their search results shown at the top, and I don't usually trust that. I trust the pure results and what's out there. So let's just take a quick deal out here. So if I was to go here, and let's go in here and do a search, best, oh, got to be able to type, best laptops for 2022. We'll just search there. Well, here we see some ads. So the first thing here are ads. I disregard the stuff that says ad because, again, that means that a company paid for it. If you followed my previous presentations and that, I do trust companies like CNET. They're pretty unbiased. PC Magazine's pretty unbiased. And another one that I trust is Tom's. So some of these others, if I'm not familiar with the company, I usually don't click on any of their links because they may just be a site promoting a particular type of, in this case, laptop there. And it's not an unbiased review. So let's go back. Some more tips. I do recommend refurbished devices can be a great buy, save you a lot of money. If buying a laptop, make sure that it contains a new battery. So a number of the refurbishers, whether they're phones, tablets, laptops, if they contain a battery, if they are doing refurbishing, you want to make sure it's a new battery, because if you're buying used equipment or equipment, a laptop that was on lease for 3 years, and it's got the old battery, that battery may only have another year left or only half of the power that it had when it was originally manufactured there. So for devices that contain batteries, important to check that out. Also, if they have an operating system, especially laptops and desktops now, make sure that it can run Windows 11. You'll see some tremendous buys out there for laptops, some going as low as less than $200, and really good laptops for $250 and desktops and that. But these are machines that can't be upgraded to Windows 11. And what that means is essentially you could use it until 2025, and then that's when Microsoft is no longer updating Windows 10, and your machine would be susceptible to a virus or hacking there. So you'd get very limited use out of there. So you will see lots of companies dumping both new laptops and desktops and refurbished equipment that is incapable of running Windows 11. So if you're buying anything now, make sure that it can run Windows 11. I also mentioned in here, I wouldn't recommend buying a refurbished Chromebook, because Chromebooks, if you're buying a refurbished one that's been used for a couple of years, it may only have another year or two left on its end of life date. So I do recommend buying Chromebooks, but only buy new Chromebooks. Don't buy refurbished Chromebooks. If you're buying secondhand off of places like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, there's which are very good for local buying. So you can check that out. Again, if you're buying a Windows machine, make sure that it's capable of Windows 11. Don't buy an old Windows 10 machine. eBay is a great place to check out what's a good price for something, because you can go to eBay and you can search in the sold prices, do the advanced search, and search in the sold prices to see what items have actually sold for. Because if you just do a general search in eBay, you're just going to see the items that are currently up for bid. Well, that doesn't mean that they got what they were asking for, and it doesn't mean that it ended up being that price. So you do want to check sold prices if you are trying to get an accurate price for something. This is something that I mentioned because I see a number of people, we'd call it analysis paralysis, where they spend too much time or can't make a decision on what to buy. So set a time limit on how much research or how much price comparison you're going to do. Don't spend days and weeks and months doing this stuff. It's not worth it. Uh, Now, certainly, you can spend more time on the big ticket items, but spend less on the common products. Do a quick search, look up something, make a decision, buy it, and after you buy it, the only reason to keep watching the price is if they have price matching that you might be able to get a refund if it does go lower. But otherwise, don't beat yourself up and say, well, I could have saved $5 here or $2 here. Uh, don't worry about it. Also understand the shipping and return policies before you buy. Is there a return window? So do you have to return it within 10 days or 30 days? How do you return it? Are there documents that you need? Do you have to get pre-approval? Understand all of that. And especially with electronics or tech items, in some places they'll have restocking fees for certain items. So be aware of all that before you buy. Don't be caught in some of the mistakes after. Okay, what are the top 10 things to buy this season? Uh, and this isn't in any particular order. This is, again, everybody has different preferences, but in general, these are the top 10 most popular items there. Televisions. Televisions are always popular. You have very cheap 4K and 8K TVs. Some of them are 70-inch or bigger, and they're ripe for the picking. I believe it was one place that had a 65-inch 4K TV for $188. And that's with Roku built into the TV there. So if you've got an older TV and that, certainly, and you want a bigger one and you want 4K or you have a streaming service that does have the capability of 4K and your internet is okay, maybe it's time to update there. But televisions are very, very popular there. Low priced laptops. Again, there's lots of laptops. Laptops do outsell desktops, so the majority of people now have laptops instead of desktops, and there's lots of them from usually over a little over $100 on up to thousands of dollars. And don't forget about Chromebooks. If your needs are simple and you don't have to run any Windows software, Chromebooks can be a great option there, save you money, and still give you all the capabilities that you need. Tablets. There's tablets out there for everybody. Amazon Fire tablets, you can get those on sale. Last year, I think I saw the 8-inch models as low as like $35, I think, for the 8-inch Amazon tablet. So at that price, you can put them down in the workshop, you can put it out in the garage, you can have one in the living room, you can have multiple all over the place. Now, if you want a better quality laptop, because you're going to be watching more TV or doing things or stuff like that, I do recommend the iPad. I have an iPad, bought iPads for my parents and that, and I do recommend the entry level iPad. In the past, you could buy that. The list price was $329, but on sale, you could usually find it for about $275. The 10 and a half inch iPad there. I will mention Apple came out with a new version of the iPad this year, the low end iPad. I'm not a fan of it. Uh, Basically, they added next to nothing to it, and they increased the price from, like I say, $329 up to $449. And so if you're buying, you can still buy the generation, I believe it's generation 9. Uh, Target is still selling them. Other places are still selling them. They're still selling the older version of the iPad, and that lists at $329. And if you find it on sale or with free gift cards or stuff like that, you can get it below $300 there pretty easily. Smart speakers are very popular because the sound quality in a tablet or even a laptop or a phone by itself isn't that good. They've gone to must-have gadgets. There's little ones, there's big ones. Sound quality varies, and prices vary from as little as like $5 on up to $2,000. So again, lots of different ones out there. Headphones and earphones, you have both the wired and the wireless, so those are always very popular. Again, the quality is out there. Apple aficionados will get their Apple devices, but certainly if you're price conscious, you can save yourself hundreds of dollars by a number of these competitors, which are just as good. Smartwatches and fitness trackers have been becoming more and more popular. Smartwatches, especially the Apple watches, they make a number of models. Those models vary in price from $250 up to over $1,000. Smartwatches to do everything. The number of the models there will monitor if you fall. And some of them have cell capability built in and GPS built in. So all different prices, all different features and functions, what apps they can run and stuff like that. And even the basic, if you're just doing fitness tracking and stuff like that, there's a ton of different ones there. And myself, I don't have an Apple Watch. I'm a fan of the company Wyze, WYZE. They make a watch, and it's a pretty basic watch, but it does count your steps, your sleep, can give you some notifications, limited notifications, and heart rate, oxygen level, things like that. I paid $29 for that watch. So there's watches for every price range there. Smartphones, always new smartphones. Every year, most of the vendors come up with new smartphones. You can go to the big box stores and take a look at them and see if the screen looks good, is the right size, are the functions on there that you want, and you can see what they have to offer. DNA tests are usually popular too. They're usually half price or less. I've mentioned before a company, MyHeritage, genealogy company, and I've used them in the past to convert photos, to enhance the photos and to colorize the photos. Well, they had a special deal where you could get a DNA test for $39. Plus, you got, I believe it was 1 or 2 months of their genealogy service for free. So you could have converted hundreds, if not thousands, of your black and white photos there in that month or 2 month period there for free, plus gotten your DNA test. Video games and consoles, lots of sales on if you're a gamer or wanting to update your console. And if you're okay with your console, you may be wanting to add games, and they're always on sale. Cameras, even though we all have cameras in our smartphones, camera market has not gone away. If you want higher quality, there's certainly better, higher quality digital cameras. There's point and shoot devices and also GoPros. If you want to shoot your kids in action or underwater or things like that. The GoPros certainly are very good. Okay, let's take a look at some specific items. And I've cherry picked a few items from PC Magazine has a list of 23 must-have tech gadgets under $50. So let's take a look at a few items there from that list. Uh, Actually, this page is going to contain all these items are items from Wise. I mentioned the company earlier. They're a low-cost leader in a number of items. This is their Wise camera. It lists at $32.98. You can find it around for usually in the $20 there. It can be used indoors or outdoors. You do have to get electricity to it, but this is a very nice camera there. They make wireless earbuds. This is for $43.99, and they may not have the exact same quality as the Apple AirPods or that, but certainly they're much less. Light strips, if you want to jazz up your home office with lights and control it, here's light strips that they have. Here's a scale. So if you've got an old-fashioned scale that doesn't record your weight and put it into an app or stuff like that, here's a scale that you can get. And Wise also makes floor lamps. They make a number of things. I think their list now is getting up to like 100 or more items there. And I think recently, just a couple of days ago, they came out with a mesh Wi-Fi router. So I haven't seen the reviews on that, so I'm not recommending it at this particular time, but I'll be interested to see how their Wi-Fi router compares to some of the others. Certainly the price is a lot cheaper there. It's just a case of is the quality there. Okay, some more of the items from PC Magazine. I mentioned the Amazon Fire. There's the 7 and the 8-inch models. They usually go for about $50, but again, you can find those on sale Black Friday or stuff like that into the $30. Here's Amazon. So if you're familiar with the Amazon Dot smart speakers, here it's essentially an Amazon Dot built into a wall clock. So if you want to have that capability in your kitchen, you can combine wall clock and the Amazon into one item there. And there's all kinds of smart speakers out there now. So if you do want something a little more stylish in the living room or things like that, they do make them more stylish. Also, they've improved on the speaker, so the sound quality is much better. And the prices, again, you can find these things at about half price on Black Friday or between Thanksgiving and Christmas. This I mentioned or show here is the Amazon Fire TV stick. If you have been streaming for a while there, your device may only be capable of 1K. 1K is what was the standard a few years ago. Now 4K is the standard, and you're seeing more and more 4K content out there from streaming services, and also most of the TVs now support 4K. So if you've attended the presentation where I talked about streaming and that, you can get more information on these different devices. But certainly if you've got an older device, look for these sticks. You can find them on sale for $25. And like in this case, this is 4K, plus it is voice. So instead of navigating a bunch of menus, you can just say in there, show me the House of Dragons. And if you have HBO service and that in there, it'll take you right to it. Some more gadgets. Here's this came out I think 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. The Apple AirTag. So this is Apple's tracker, and it's a nice little device. People are putting them in their cars, in their bikes. You can also put it in purses. You can put it in. You can attach it to your kids if you want, but you can put it on practically anything there. and once it's attached, as long as there's an Apple device nearby, it'll broadcast the location of where that tag is. So it's a way of keeping track of things. This is the original device for tracking before the Apple AirTag. You also have the competitor Tile. Tile makes a device, similar type of deal. So it's a matter of, well, if you've got Apple devices, certainly go with the Apple AirTag. If you have Android, I'd recommend Tile. They both basically work the same way there. This is for if you don't like the quality of your microphone built into your laptop, or if you're using a tablet or other things, and you want better audio quality for creating a podcast or for video chatting with people. Here's an example of a microphone that'll give you much better quality there. This is a speaker. So again, speakers are very popular. They come from very small to very large, and the sound quality, again, all different quality there. Here's some over the head headphones there. Again, lots of options out there. Lots of good products. This is this is a smart device for doing water sensor. So you'd put this little device behind your toilet or by your hot water heater in the house, and if there's a water leak of any kind, this is going to send you a notification telling you that it's detected water. So kind of like a smoke alarm there, but for detecting water leak. Here's from PC Magazine. These are some of their devices that are under $100, and here's a little better set of earphones there, or earplugs, and these are noise canceling. So if you've never had noise canceling and you take a plane trip or are using it at a noisy place at a coffee shop or things like that, noise canceling is great. It's as if you're not hearing anything around you there. Again, a little better headphones here. This is if you're familiar with the Beats headphones, save yourself a few $100. And here for $87.95, you're getting a good pair of headphones there. This is a little printer. The printer will print out little 2x3-inch photos, and so you can take pictures that you may have taken with your phone, send it to the printer, and it's an instant printer. So kind of different in that, and it's low cost, so it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to print it out. So for less than 50 cents for a photo, you're not spending $5 a photo. Here's for a different version of the Amazon Echo. So there are smart speakers and the quality has gotten better. Ring doorbells. If you don't have a Ring doorbell, I don't know what the current market out there is, but I would guess we're getting to the point where probably 30–40% of the people, I would guess, do have a video camera on their front door. So if you don't, you maybe want to consider one. They are handy there, and prices continue to go down. The Apple AirTag, again, is mentioned here. Amazon Fire, it lists at $99, but again, you can get it for under $30 to $40 when it goes on sale. This is the Amazon Kindle. So Kindles are still popular if you do read books or magazines. These devices are much better than any tablet for reading, whether you're reading in bed, reading on the beach, reading in your backyard. These devices last a lot longer, meaning they don't have to be charged as often. The display is bright and easy to read in direct sunlight, and also in bed in the dark. So if you do reading, this is get yourself a Kindle. That it really does make a difference there. And smart thermostat, this is the Amazon one. You can pick up this Amazon one for $60, or I think $59.95 at Amazon. So it used to be these were $200, $300 for smart thermostat. Now they've come down in price. If you don't have a smart thermostat, certainly start looking there. One thing I will mention though, if it's an older furnace that you have, or it isn't properly wired for some of the smart thermostats, you do need to have what's a C wire, which is a common wire, and you may have to have a professional or somebody install that for you. This is another Bluetooth wireless speaker here. Some more headphones here. This I thought was kind of neat. This is a camera, and the beauty of this camera is it screws into an existing outdoor light, and then you can point the camera and do this. And it's $46 is what this goes for. So if you've got an outdoor light, you can easily add a camera almost anywhere there. This is kind of a novelty deal I saw. It's a little tripod, swivel tripod that you can attach your phone to, and it gives you 360-degree selfies. So it can pan around and shoot 360 degrees. I think everybody needs that. This is a unique item that I saw. If you've got kids that are a little bit older and into tech, here you can make your own airplanes, and then you add this device to it. And this device lets you control it from a smartphone, letting you accelerate and turn and do stuff with it. So it's just an example of kind of the miniaturization that they're getting and the capabilities that you can get. And this is another example of the Paperwhite. This is Kindle makes all different levels of their tablets for reading, and this is one of the best here. This I thought was interesting. I've seen it. This is a perpetual motion machine, although there's really no perpetual motion. But the ball comes down the ramp here, goes up in the air, and goes back and swirls around in here and comes back down. And you can either do it with one ball or multiple balls. Then it'll hit the ball and transfer the energy and shoot it back up. And this just goes around and around forever there. So kind of a nifty deal. This I got a kick out of. This is if you've ever wanted more light in your toilet. So you're trying to find your toilet at night. It's a little light that you can change the color on. Excuse me. And is a motion sensor. So actually, if you can get it for $11.99, it's not a bad little deal there. So it can light up your toilet for you, and it can actually change the color to whatever you want there. And then this they've mentioned, I actually have a couple of these. I put one in my dad's place. It's a Echo Show 5-inch. You can get these 5 inches for as low as like $35. They list at $85, but again, on sale, you can get them as low as $35. This has a camera built in. And you can set up permissions that I can drop in on my dad and take a look to see if he's okay at any time. I also set it up so it's possible for him to say, call for help, and it calls me and gives me a text message saying that he's in trouble. So you can utilize it to notify on that. Okay, went through that pretty fast. We'll open it up for any questions or comments that people have. So let me get back to my video and stop sharing here. Do that. And meeting.
$0 for from United Healthcare, you said? No. So United Healthcare free fit.
Yeah, certainly if there's deals available for some of the different devices. Some of the other devices, the price have gone down that you can pick up. I've seen them in at Menards for like the equivalent of $3.95 or $4. And I think last year my brother-in-law gave to all of his grandchildren all devices like that, and then the kids are running around seeing who could get the most steps and stuff like that.
And I'm not sure if the people on Teams heard that the free Fitbit from United Healthcare. You want to ask that, Tom, if they're not hearing us?
Yeah, the comment that was made, and Paula did put in the chat. If you're online, you can pull up the chat. Member attending in person talked about from United Healthcare, they offer a free Fitbit tracker, and certainly there's some of those around. Other questions, comments, or things that people are looking for? Or...
And I'll mention, when I've had meetings with European colleagues, they say they're well aware of when Thanksgiving is because they know when Black Friday is. So they don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but they do get Black Friday deals or Black Week deals, even now is what they're calling them. So that's gone global, even if the United States celebration of Thanksgiving hasn't gone global.
No, that's I'll mention it if you're online. Jim Holman brought up that he has European colleagues that even though Thanksgiving isn't celebrated overseas, they do look forward to Black Friday because many people do take advantage of the sales and they know what day it is and when to look for the sales out there. And nowadays, like I say, with things earlier and earlier every year, there's all kinds of sales that started almost a month ago because each company is trying to beat the other to the market there. And Walmart, if you're not familiar, currently has, what do they call it? Their Monday sales items, and so they have a group of deeply discounted items every Monday that they come out with now. And lots of stuff out there and lots of prices out there, and you do have to do a little research to find out if it's really a good deal or might the price go down even more later in the year. Other questions, comments?
Another question. Right now, I think that's my target. Power tank. Did you hear that well enough, Tom?
I heard it a little bit. It sounded like there are sales out there on power packs and batteries, and yeah, the accessories out there. You can find some good deals, especially if you don't have cables. I always stock up on cables, so I have cables for devices that I don't even own because. And as an example, right now at Menards, I think it's for $1.99. You can buy a 3-in-1 cable. So it has the USB on one end, and it has the micro, the USB-C, and the Apple cable on the other end. So always good to have it if you have friends and family that might be over and need to charge up or things like that. Yep. So Paula mentions $1.99. Well, that's $1.99 plus you get 11% off. So actually, what's it work out to? A dollar?
Yeah. Did you hear that question about are there internet service deals?
Internet service, you have your major players out there now, and so really they control the market, the Xfinity, the CenturyLink. The only new competition that you have out there now are the 5G. The 5G would be the cell phone devices. So if you're a Verizon customer, as an example, and you have a certain level of their plan, you can get up to gigabyte service for $30 a month with a free device in your house there. So there are deals there, but those deals aren't Black Friday type deals. It's just general competition, and that's also true of if you're a Comcast customer. I think recently I got in the mail from them saying I could lock in 2 years at $30 a month of 300 megabit per second service. So there are deals out there. Uh, you can find them. It's just a matter of what you're looking for and if you want a contract or don't want a contract, that kind of thing. Now, is everybody eating the pizza there, or?
You have a few people taking naps here, with the full stomach super. So, and we thank you, Tom, for doing this. Everybody here, you can tell we enjoy it, and you do a great job.
No, I wished I could have made it there, and glad that well, I forgot to mention when I brought up the pizza side. I want to thank Paula very much there because she's the one who spearheaded this and picked up their ordered the pizzas and put everything together there. So thank you very much there, Paula.
Thank you, Paula. She just came back into a room with the escorting or somebody. I have to love the retirement cells. Yeah. Walk in and out. Yeah, you can't even just leave, right? Somebody has to badge you out too. So,
Yep, Paula didn't mention that you can get in, but you can't get out. You have to stay there. She gets off of work at 5, so she'll let you out at 5.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, Evelyn? I know in the past when Black Friday was a lot of in-person, different stores would have the same device, but they would get a unique model number for their store. That's my product and the CompUSA product or whatnot. We have different model numbers, so they didn't have the price match. Is that going on these days? You have to watch that when you're researching.
Yeah, I'll repeat it because I did hear it there. The question was about in the past when you had the in-store sales. Frequently, some of the stores would have a completely different model number, so the price matching really you'd never find it there. Today, you see it less and less because uh, in the past, you also had these companies doing lost leaders. So Best Buy would say, here's a laptop. This laptop normally sells for $700. We're selling it for $100. And they only have 6 per store, that kind of a thing. You're seeing less and less of that because customers are so savvy now that they get disgusted with a store that doesn't have stuff in stock if they're going to have a sale. So they'll just find another site or another store that does have it in stock. So I think the internet has made it a little fairer for everybody. Uh, Also, it's a case of almost all the major stores will do the price matching and the price reduction. So, like I mentioned, Target, if you bought anything starting October 10th, if it goes down in price by December 24th, Target is selling it for less, or you can take your receipt back in and you can get the lower price there. So they understand that people are more tech savvy now, using apps, checking prices, and monitoring these things than in the old days. So in a way, I guess I'd say it's easier. Uh, and you do tend to find less of the stores with their own model numbers now. Okay. Any other question or comment? Otherwise, I'll say thanks for joining, and we'll hopefully see you or that at the December meeting. And we've got the Apple Sig coming up this Friday. If you do have a tablet or an iPhone or a Mac there, so please attend that then. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Bye.
Free exclamation points from Paula. Only one for me.
Yeah.